Ms. Mayor, we're live.
Thank you, David. Good evening, everyone. Today is Wednesday, August the 6th, and I want to welcome you to our regular City Council meeting. We will start our meeting with an invocation. Do we have Pastor Jackson or Pastor Flores here? We don't. Can somebody check the air, please? Manny, you want to lead us in the invocation, please? Right. Councilmember Ayala, do you want to lead us in the invocation?
Everyone could please stand. Thank you. Father, we ask you to bring your grace and your presence here to our meeting. We ask you to place your hands upon our department heads, our staff, our city council. Thank you for having the residents and all of us present in this meeting. We ask this all through our Holy Father. Amen.
Amen. You please put your hand over your heart. Ready, begin. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Clerk, may I have roll call, please?
Yes, Madam Mayor. Mayor Avila,
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian,
Here.
Councilmember Ayala,
Here.
Councilmember Estrada,
Here.
Councilmember Lozano.
Here.
We have quorum.
Thank you. City Attorney, do you have anything to report from closed sessions?
Yes, Council, all council members were present. There was 4 active litigation cases discussed, and there's no reportable action. Concerning item 2, that was an anticipated litigation item. We also had discussion, nothing further to report on that.
Thank you, sir. And now we move to proclamations, commendations, and presentations. Today, we are presenting certificates of recognition to the participants of the Next Gen Youth Workforce Program. And just a little background on that. Our Next Gen program, this is the 4th year that we have this program. And what this is about, it's for young people from the age of 14 to 24. And they're from our local schools and our city and the surrounding area to have the opportunity to work during the summer and, of course, get a paycheck. Some of these young men and women have never had a job, have never been out in the workforce. So it has brought them great experience and a great opportunity to learn about the type of jobs that are out there. They partner with the school district. We had some of our young adults working at the school district in the IT department. They partner here at the city of Baldwin Park. We had a lot at Parks and Recreation in the different departments. We had some working here in City Hall. Kaiser Permanente is one of the big organizations that participated in part of this as well. This started out with the Goodwill program, and then it transitioned to the Managed Career Solutions this year. And it has been a great experience, I feel, especially because after I heard some of their experiences, I feel that they have learned a lot. It has taught them to be more sure of themselves and, in a sense, brought them, some of them, out of their shell. Because as you all remember, when we were teenagers, sometimes it's hard to stand up and speak in front of adults, because adults, we can be scary to these young adults. So I feel that this program is an excellent program. We partner with the Baldwin Park School District. It started off with a job fair. The students signed up at their prospective schools, which was Baldwin Park High School, Sierra Vista High School, and North Park High School. They signed up. They were bused to the Marriott here in Baldwin Park. We had a job fair. They They were taught different, they were taught how to write resumes. In a sense, they prepared them on how to seek a job. And then they had the opportunity to, like I said, to work in different areas. So it's very exciting. All the youth that you see here, they were part of the program. I believe there was 80, was it 88, Manny? 80,
Yes, Mayor, I believe 88.
we had 88 participants this year. So we're hoping that next year we continue to fund this program and we have more people to represent our city, and so that they can one day, hopefully, as I told them in one of our meetings, they can be the future leaders. They can be up here leading your city and guiding you and doing what's best for the city of Baldwin Park. So let's give them a big hand. They're all in the audience. I'm going to have Emmanuel and Mr. Lozano help me pass these certificates out. Emmanuel? And if you guys want to go down there. And then after we pass out the certificates, if you can read what's on the certificate before you go down there, please. After we pass out the certificates, if any one of you participants want to come up here and tell us about your experience, I think it would be great. That way everybody here gets to see what you learned, what you accomplished, and how you feel about this program. And I'm sure you all would want to have this program back next year. And that way we can motivate everybody involved so that we can get more money to get more people to participate. Mr. Estrada, if you can go ahead and read the certificate and we'll start passing them out, please.
So every certificate of recognition reads 2025 Next Gen Youth Workforce Program. Baldwin Park City Council congratulates you for your dedication and hard work as a participant of the Next Gen program. We hope this was a memorable experience and that you enjoyed your time working. Wish you continued success and thank you for the favorable recognition you bring to this program and our city. And it's presented on this 6th day of August, 2025, on behalf of Mayor Alejandra Avila, Mayor Pro Tem Daniel Damian, council members Jean Amayala, Andrea Estrada, Manuel Lozano, our city clerk, City Christopher Sines, and our city treasurer, Joanna Valenzuela.
And maybe you guys want to go down there and present the certificates with this microphone because there's a lot. Yes.
All right. First, Mr. Alfaro.
Miguel A. Juarez.
For Alfonso Barajas.
Helen Landeros.
Tatiana M. Barcelo.
Ana Lopez.
Allison Bravo.
Jason Mares.
Joseph Camacho. Camacho.
Marquez.
Casantola. Eva J. Cervantes.
Adrian Morales.
Camarín.
Helen Moreno Garcia.
Evan Colindres,
Blanca M. Olmos,
Oli, G. Contreras Perez,
Evelyn A. Pop,
Nicholas Cordova Flores,
Bennett D. Ramirez,
Mariah N. Cornejo Puentes, Jasmine C. Correa,
Anaya Robles,
Abraham J. Diaz,
Lupe M. Rodriguez, Donald J. Reese Gonzalez,
Adamaris Duran,
Esther Bean,
Well I. Escandón Monroe.
Eduardo Villalobos,
Matthew E. Espinosa, Gilberto Flores Gomez,
Julia E. Silva, Tobar,
Right here.
Jose R. Garcia Negrete, Allison Garcia, Sergio Gonzalez, Kathleen Pasqua, Wendy E. Jaimes,
Right here. Right here. Are you
Yes.
Jasmine?
or
Jasmine.
Jasmine Casola,
Jasmine.
or Jasmine.
Yeah, Jasmine.
All right, gotcha. All right. Everybody, thanks for the checks, right?
So hopefully these young adults have a lot of money in the bank now. Yes? No? Did you spend all your money already? But this is what our future looks like. We are starting to train them at a young age. One more? One more. Oh, they called his name earlier.
Oh, yes, wait.
Brian Lopez. Jasmine. As I was saying, they started training at a young age. 14 is young to start working. And now they have experience. Now they know what it takes. Now they know what parents have to go through every day. Get up early, be responsible, go to work, have a good attitude at work so they can get that paycheck. And now they also understand the value of money because now, since they earn that money, it's not as easy to just spend it on whatever. Because when it's mom, dad, give me the money, it's easy to spend. But now they had to work really hard for it. So now they have learned the value of money. Is that right? Yes. So thank you for participating in the program. Is there anybody here that would like to share their experience? I know there is. Somebody, please. There you go.
Hello, everybody. Hi, everyone. My name is Bianca Olmos, and the Next Gen Youth Program has been more than just a job to me. The connections, friendships, and sense of community I've received have been incredible, and it wouldn't have been possible without it. It's helped students like me get out of our comfort zone and grow into independent adults. Through the program, my work with the Recreation Department, I've gained valuable insights and hands-on experience. I've developed a deeper understanding of community engagement, event planning, and the importance of teamwork in a city environment. This opportunity has allowed me to observe behind the scenes operations of local government programs and develop practical skills like communication, time management, and leadership. Being part of the special events, seasonal activities, and summer concerts have made my experience better, and I've had the chance to help in organizing community gatherings that bring people of all ages together and help foster a sense of unity and excitement within our city. Thank you.
See what I mean? What a great example. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else want to share their experience? I know there was some of you that share experiences the last day. Where are you? There you are.
Hi, my name is Evelyn Pop, and I've worked in the recreation and community services during the summers of both my sophomore and senior years of high school. I was first introduced to this program through the job fair in May, and I'm so grateful to have been provided with such an amazing opportunity. This program gave me my first real work experience and taught me how to collaborate with others in a professional setting. One of the most important lessons I've learned through this program is how to manage my money. During my first summer, I spent my paychecks quickly on things I did not need. That experience taught me the importance of budgeting and understanding the difference between wants and needs. This year, I went into this job with a more mature mindset, focusing on spending wisely and saving for things that will benefit me in the future. Now that I'm a graduated senior, I'm especially thankful to have had the chance to return and work within the program once more. The skills I've learned are ones I will carry with me as I go to college and prepare for future job opportunities. Thank you.
Thank you for being part of the program. Anybody else? No? All of a sudden you're shy. Okay, now I will give my colleagues a chance to speak.
Well, we want to say we're very, very excited for all of you to have completed the program. And of course, as Mayor said, very, very important that you get that work experience, but also see what your parents are going through, what the workforce is like. Also, hopefully that encourages you to be savvy with your money, especially now, so you can plan for retirement, so you can plan to have stability in the long term, but also so that you have a successful financial life. Very, very important that all of you plan, because life gets a little expensive, and I'm sure you've gotten a little taste of that with your checks. You know, you get your check, and then it's not the amount that you thought it was because you have to pay taxes to the state and the feds, maybe even the city. Who knows? I don't know. But really, really important that we really start talking about financial education and work experience. So congratulations to all of you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Joanna Valenzuela. I'm the elected city treasurer. I just want to congratulate and commend all of the students here and all of the young ones who participated in this program. It's such an important program, and it's a very good, valuable experience for you to participate in. A little side note, I actually got to participate in a similar program when I was young, right out of high school. I was 18 when I first did something similar. It was with Goodwill, though. I remember. And I actually got to do it here at City Hall. So I actually did it in the planning department and in the historical society back then when it was still building up. So I hope you guys are taking this a good, valuable experience and, honing it and taking on the experience that you guys received today and maybe even contacts that you guys made, because I hope you guys got to network with our staff, because that's going to be valuable down the line for you guys. So congratulations, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. I want to thank each and every one of you. Obviously, finance is the most important thing you will be part of for the rest of your life. One key thing, and I mentioned at when I spoke to the group, make sure that tonight when you go home or tomorrow, look up the FICA score. In other words, teach yourself what the FICA score, because the FICA score itself will delegate you for the rest of your life. Okay, that's basically the rating of the score and your credibility. So it's very important. Remember that. I come from a whole different generation. I'm probably the generation of most of you here is your grandmothers or grandfathers, because I'm part of the baby boomer, which is 1945 to 1964. I'm one of the persons that grew up during the disco era when I had hair on my scalp, and it was a fun time. But at the same time, I didn't go to college until later in life, and I learned that in order to be a successful person, even though the vast majority of people in this country that are wealthy have not attended college, college is, and I'm telling every one of you, going to be the most important thing you could do in your life, because I did it, and if I did, anyone can do it, and that's very important. These two gentlemen right here, to my left right here, that are talking to each other, see them with the tie? Gentlemen that right here in the tie, they remind me of me, because when my first job, and I'll say the date, 1977, worked for Security Pacific National Bank. Most of the places that I work are no longer in existence, and I've been wearing a tie since that era. Back then, I had a big, huge one because of the disco era. Totally different. I saved 5 of those ties. I don't know what they're worth. But remember, look at the FICA score. That runs your life. That runs your financial well-being for the rest of your life. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. First of all, I want to congratulate all of you for giving of your time, learning some valuable experience here within our community. To have seen you from the first day to the final day when we had the closing ceremony and spending time with most of you and talking to you and getting to know you, I really can see the growth in all of you. And I'm so proud of each and every one of you. And I know that besides financial, stability, what you're learning, what everyone's talking about, I know you've gained some work experience. I know you've become a little bit more confident in yourself. I know that you're having new friends. I heard a lot of you share that. So I look forward to hopefully having you come back and work for our community in one way or another. And like we said, Mayor Avila and myself, we work for the school district, so we're always hiring as well. So we would highly encourage you to look that route as well. But congratulations to each and every one of you. I'm so proud to see you here today. And I would just like to, at this point, introduce my council colleague, our Mayor Pro Tem. He's right behind, because I know he probably has some great words. So Mayor Pro Tem Damian.
Thank you, Councilmember Ayala. I as well would like to just say congratulations to all of you, and congratulations for taking advantage of getting involved with this program. And if there's just any little piece of advice that I can give each and every one of you is always shoot for what you want in life. Never, you're gonna fail. You're young. You're gonna see those downfalls. You're gonna fail, but don't look at them as failures. Look at them as learning experiences, and learn from those mistakes that you're gonna make. And just know that no matter what you do in life, you're able to achieve it as long as you put your heart and soul into it. So that's the only piece of advice that I can give each and every one of you. Again, congratulations.
Right, guys. Got the camera. Good. 1, 2, 3. That's all.
Before we start. Did we miss any names? Please let me know if we missed your name. Come up here if we did miss your name. And I hate to break it to you, students, but school starts next Thursday. Thank you for being here. Parents, thank you for being here as well. Okay, and I would like to make a motion to close our closed session.
I'll second, Mayor.
Okay.
Roll call. You know roll call? Okay.
What's today's date?
The 6th.
Oh.
Okay. As we get ready and they're ready to move out because they're excited about starting school on Thursday, we will start public communications.
Irma Morales.
Oh, there's Irma. I like Irma, one of my favorite librarians.
Good evening, Mayor Avila, City Council members, city staff, and community members. So today I'm going to talk about some of the programs that we're finishing as part of our summer program. Our Lunch at the Library program ends this Friday, August the 8th. Our Summer Discovery program, which is independent reading, it ends August the 10th. And our Summer Stars tutoring ends tomorrow, Thursday, August the 7th. Next time I'm here, I'll call and talk about numbers we've had for all these programs because we've had great turnout for all our programs this summer. One of the things I do want to talk about is a couple of upcoming programs. Our Smarty Pants Story Time is starting up again on Thursday, August the 7th, tomorrow. It goes for 6 sessions, 6 Thursdays in a row. We start at 11. And this is a sort of pre-reading, pre-learning, pre-school, getting ready for school, enjoying books, songs, and rhymes. And another program we have going on this Saturday, it's Red Cross Prepare with Pedro. And it's a program to help kids and families prepare and stay safe during emergencies. So that's this Saturday, August the 9th from 2 to 3 p.m. At the beginning of the month, we get a list of our virtual programs. So one of our current virtual programs is going to be Tuesday, August the 12th, and that's at 11 a.m. and it's Microsoft Excel for Beginners. The virtual programs can be found at lacountylibrary.org/VP for virtual programs. And we have a lot of upcoming programs this month, but I do want to tell you we have virtual programs along with our other programs that we have at the library. As always, look at lacountylibrary.org for any programs or questions you have about our resources at the library. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Some library.
Next, we have the missionaries.
Good evening to the council and everyone in attendance. We are the missionaries from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. We're a worldwide church, but in addition to the 4 of us, there are 4 more in the immediate local area that work with. As missionaries, we teach others how to grow their faith, how to grow their relationship with God and Jesus Christ. We do this in many different ways, and one of those ways is by serving our community.
We would love to see if there's any service organizations or projects available for us to help with or collaborate on. We have been looking to find more volunteer opportunities in the city and have a goal to do 10 hours a week per the pair of missionaries. Our goal in coming here today was to put our faces out there and to see if the council has any organizations we could work with or upcoming events needing volunteers. We would greatly appreciate information or more resources regarding how we can get more involved.
Miss Joanna, can you take their information, please? Unless it's on the card already. Thank you.
The next we have Francisco Arena.
Good evening. My name is Francisco Arenas. I am here to urge you, the city of Baldwin Park, and the Baldwin Park Unified School District to preserve and protect the Florence Planner School site as a public land. Florence Planner is zoned public land use, open space, and recreation, and lies in one of the most park deficient areas of Los Angeles County. The park's needs assessments plus classified Baldwin Park in the very high need category for park access, and the city-owned general plan sets a goal of 2 to 5 acres of parkland per 1,000 residents. A goal we are nowhere close to meeting. Despite this, the site has been discussed for potential housing development. Doing so violates the city general plan. And also, I'm a resident of the Bassett School District, and I'm concerned about this plan that Storm Property is trying to build in back in my yard. We are concerned about some high crimes that it will come if that happens. We wanted to know who's gonna call if we ever need a assistance with any discuss or problem with that area, the planner in the planner condominiums they're trying to build. I wanted to know who we're gonna call for the law enforcement here at the Baldwin Park or La Puente Sheriff Department, because we don't know who we're gonna call if ever happens. If we ever have a kind of urgent call somebody, crime or parking space or anything like that, because we don't know who we're gonna call if it ever happens. So can you please? I'm against Stone Properties, and that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we have a concerned, responsible citizen.
Good evening, Madam Mayor, City Council, and more importantly, well, not more importantly, but all the rest of you important people. I come to you, well, first of all, I'd like to say I'm so impressed with the way the city's developed over the years. I remember when it was fields. I remember when the streets didn't have curbs. And I took ballet off of this little street called Ituni off of Ramona in this backyard ballet studio. And that ballet studio produced girls that went on to the American Ballet Theater, to LA Ballet, to the San Gabriel Civic Ballet, and to the Covina Ballet. And it was wonderful. I remember so many things going to Morgan Pool as a child because we had nothing else near my neighborhood. But at the very outskirts of Baldwin Park lies this little property. And I went to kindergarten there, and it's Flannery Elementary. And my concern is that to build there is just not safe. And I say this for one very simple reason. I recognize the gentleman that said, who do we call? Because it is on Baldwin Park property. So of course we would call the Baldwin Park Police Department. But the people don't live in Baldwin Park, they live in county, so they would have to call the sheriff department. So that would be kind of confusing, but my bigger concern is just the safety issue. And the people that live there, the amount of units that they're putting in and the amount of families that would have to buy because of the cost proposed by Storm Properties is pretty high. And there's going to be a lot of people living in there with a lot of cars and a lot of bodies. And if something should happen, God forbid, whether it be a natural issue or electrical fire or, God forbid, gang warfare, which is normal in Bassett, they can't get out. And I've grown up there. I've lived there for 70 years. I know the neighborhood really, really well. They would not be able to get out. I want you to recall this, and for those of you that are old enough, recall 9/11. Recall how horrific that day was. I had friends there that worked in the Twin Towers. They got out, but most of the people didn't. And they didn't get hit by the plane. They got hit because they couldn't get out. My concern is that they're not going to be able to get out of this area that's been set down to make money for both Bassett Unified and the city. My concern is that those lives will be lost or injured, and that lies in your hands. To rezone, I believe, is not a good idea, but that's up to you. You hold that power to decide whether or not those people are safe. And we waited for hours to see if our friends at our school made it through 9/11. And when we found out, we were so grateful. But we also know that thousands of lives did not make it out.
Thank you. Your time's up.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next, we have Yolanda.
Hello, City of Baldwin Park board members. My name is Yolanda and I live on Millbury Avenue, the street that's going to be most impacted. I'm here today to let you know that our neighbors are not for this build, and we're here today to ask you to work with us. We would love our community, would love to see a park, a community center, an education center for our children, and Florence Flanner Elementary. Please keep Bassett community homeowners in your thoughts when this proposal comes to you. Let us say no to Storm Property. Thank you for your time. But on that note, on the safety of calling Sheriff's Department, we've been having some issue where we've been having some homeless people in our area. And I did call the Sheriff's Department and they did tell me there is no funding for them to come out for that call, and that there's no crime for a homeless person to come onto my property. And I want to know where is that justice for me as a homeowner? To have a homeless lady crawling in the middle of the night between my cars, and they don't want to come to assist the issue. So on that note, that would just bring more crime, more homeless people, and we're fighting for parking every day. There's parking. People park in front of our houses for days. So where's that going to lead us? So we would really appreciate if you guys would really take this consideration and help us say no to Storm Property. Thank you guys for your time.
Thank you.
Juanita.
Good evening. My name is Juanetta Whitley. I live on Whitesdale Street in La Puente, California. I'm here this afternoon, touching and searching the hearts of everyone to help us maintain the Florence Flanner property for the children in the community. I'm concerned about, please help us with the zoning. Don't let Storm Property have this zoning. We need it for the public, that which it stands for the schools. And we don't have a park over there. We need a park for the community, the children. It's really getting destructive. I've been there almost 50 years and I've never seen that area like it is today. If we get 105 condos in there and we're already crowded, crime gonna rise. It's gonna get worse. If you can help us maintain this 2.5 acres for a park, where we can have for the community, where we can have basketball, soccer, we can have a recreation center, bike trails. We can even have a garden there where somebody can come. Maybe you want to come by and get some vegetables or something from that area. We'd be glad to have you help us maintain this 2.5 acres for the public use, not for residential use. We are hoping and we can depend on you for this. We need it. Please help us maintain this. Keep it public for the public where we can go and have picnics or whatever. We don't have anywhere to go. Here I am. I can't hardly walk any place. I can't go to Bassett. I try to come here to yours, Park, but I just can't make it. I'm not driving, can't hardly see, but I would like to be with the young people too. I have a birthday coming up. I'll be 86 years old, and how happy I would be to have a park to go to. Baldwin Park, please help us maintain this 2.5 acres for the public use, and we can get a park in there. Maybe I can get them go some mornings and be with the seniors. Help us. God bless you and thank you.
Thank you.
Juan.
Hi, good evening, Ballin Park. I've been living in Millbury, right on the Puente borderline with Ballin Park. It's my neighbors. I've been living there since I was 9 years old. You know, that school was my school. It's been sitting for so many years, doing nothing but just sit there. Like she said, we need something for the community, for the kids, for the seniors. The buildings are still well built. We could do a community center right there for everybody to come in and enjoy that part of the school area instead of tearing it down like it's always been done, tearing it down for financial business, for putting houses there that we don't need. We have strange people coming into our streets that don't belong on there, and the police doesn't come in because, like she said, they don't have the money to come in and be sending people to come in and even check what we hear on our street to see what's going on. And I would like to see something nice right there, like a park, a community center. The basketball field is still there. So we can everybody use right there in the community. They don't have to leave anywhere. It's right there. It's right there in our doorstep. I would like if you guys can help us not build these things there. These housing it's a problem with our parking and driving through there. And now just imagine 105 homes there. That if you multiply, everybody has at least 2 cars going to be living in there. That's going to be over 400 cars going in and out of that Puente, Southside, Millbury, Berrydale, Stitchman, and La Puente. You know, you're gonna have all this traffic coming in through there. As it is, we have a lot of problems with our streets being so narrow. But this is where we lived, and this is where we already been used to, but we can't get used to having something that doesn't belong there like that. And thank you for listening to this, and thank you very much. I hope you guys help me with something.
Thank you.
Sam.
Members of the council, It's an honor to be here before you again with the Millbury residents in the Bassett in the community of Bassett. First and foremost, I want to congratulate Manuel Carrillo on being appointed the city manager. It's a very great position, and I know that you're going to do good work there. And I also want to congratulate the city council on the amazing greening projects that you guys have done in Baldwin Park. I know that it's not easy to do greening projects. As a matter of fact, in my job, my day job at a nonprofit, Nature for All, we struggle with this issue of building parks. Yet we recognize that because of the park needs assessment, that it's something incredibly important that needs to happen. And yet this, the park needs assessment that was initiated by the County of Los Angeles in 2016 and then updated in 2021, they've identified the areas that, are really suffering from a park scarcity. And Baldwin Park is in the center of one of the most park scarce areas of the county. Yet the county hasn't been able to do a lot to try to overturn the long-term trend, right? And what we know is that developers are also, just really looking at urban infill. What we have in the community of Bassett and, which is also within the city limits of Baldwin Park, is that the residents have been unable to access the property because of no trespassing signs. But when the youth would try to use the facility, the school site, the empty field, they would, get chased by the security guards or they'd have the cops called on them. They were being criminalized for trying to use an empty field that was that's part of a school. The school is still operating. It's a child development center. And it's a tremendous injustice that the community residents have been deprived of being able to access that green space. And it's part of the SGV Emerald Necklace, the greenways, you guys have an amazing greenway. I was at the opening that you had for the phase 2. It's an amazing project. Something like that right here would really serve this community. And I would even say, why stop there? Let's expand that greenway all the way to Shire Park. And let's make a really nice, facility for the residents of Baldwin Park. And there's money for this. There's, Prop 68, Measure W, Measure H, Measure A, Measure M, right? All of that, I'm sure you're familiar with. There's, I saw that you guys just submitted the grant application for the Land Water Conservation Fund, right? And so in the city of La Puente, they just started a new Joint Powers Authority. They also applied for that grant. But there's also the Athens Community Benefit Fund. Because of the landfill, for every ton of trash, that's $1 that goes into a fund. That should be available to help with this. That was the same funds that they used for the aquatic park. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Renee?
Good evening. Sorry, let me just pull my notes real quick. Oh no, I just had it. Good evening, everyone. My name is Rene Jimenez, a local community member and advocate for green space. I'd like to extend the congratulations to the Next Gen Youth Workforce Program. I love seeing youth prosper in a workforce development program. It's a worthwhile investment indeed, as we all witnessed today. Another investment that helps our youth prosper is parks and open natural space. And I'm here to speak about the future Florence Flanner Park, named TBD. The LA County Parks and Needs Assessment Study Area 54 confirms that an open space park will uplift our community here in Baldwin Park. Please review that Parks and Needs Assessment. And once you do, you'll notice that Southern Baldwin Park needs a park. It needs one desperately. But I have good news, as you all know. You all can help alleviate this. This is not a cost. This is an investment. This group of public servants in front of us has the power to create a park in Baldwin Park. And that's a blessing. It is a gift to be able to create something that is going to benefit our next generations. So I just hope you consider this And I really feel hopeful that this great city council and city public servants will make it happen. It'll make this a reality. The community needs this. The city of Baldwin Park needs this. Our future generation needs this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam Mayor, I don't have no more speaker cards.
Thank you. If there's anyone else in the audience that is wishing to speak, they may come up now.
John Rios, resident. No, last time we were here, I mentioned something about the sidewalks and the city hall. I was here Monday and City Hall. I went to the second floor. Any of you come around, look at it, the fountain area, the second floor. It's a disgrace for you guys to let it go that far. Sidewalks in the streets and everything are bad. We need to fix them. You know, one of the things that I found out that Walmart has a lawsuit. Somebody's suing Walmart for millions of dollars because they fell down in the parking lot. It happened 2023, something like that. But let's see what we can do for the community. We have the money from the BP money to fix the sidewalks. You know. Another thing, we know that In-N-Out is going to come back to Hamburger Lane and they're going to build some offices over there. One of the things we have to look at is the traffic that's going to be right there at Hamburger Lane. This gentlemen and young ladies that come from Bassett area, the traffic is going to be miserable. And we have the Grand Park View motel that you guys come into apartments. There's another traffic jam. Then we have Motel 6 that is supposed to come out and open up pretty soon. There's more traffic. Have any of you come down Fraser going into Los Angeles to the 10, Fraser and Bass in the mornings? We have 2 blocks, and they're long blocks right there going into the freeway. Jam right there in the mornings. Traffic is getting worse right here in Baldwin Park. So let's listen to the people from Bassett. Have any of you gone over there? You know, you guys should know, you know. I know Lozano has gone over there because as I used to run into you over there. But it's something that they're not asking for blood.
Thank you.
There you go again.
Buenas noches a cada uno de ustedes. Aquí estoy otra vez para reportar lo que se ve en la ciudad. Y yo creo que no estamos trabajando, como les decía antes, no estamos trabajando juntos para tener un nuevo Code Enforcement, a ver si trabajamos juntos, ¿ok? Necesitamos más actitud porque estamos muy apagados. Estuve corriendo la ciudad estos días que no vine y en mi negocio enfrente y hay muchos jóvenes ahí con casitas. Ahora hubo un problema, no sé por qué fue la ambulancia y los bomberos a levantar a alguien ahí. En el hotel que está ahí, que no lo han reconstruido, ahí viven también homeless y tampoco van a revisar quién vive ahí. Ahí viven los homeless, ahí viven, no sé cuántos viven. En el Motel 6 que se está reconstruyendo, También no limpian la calle, todo está muy feo por meses y meses y meses, no la limpian. No sé a quién le toque, si a ustedes o a quién lo que reporten, no importa quién sea, reporten, por favor. Em, También fui para las calles y hay mucha basura por meses y meses que no se levanta. El sol la está destruyendo porque son sofaces, sillas, colchones, y ahí están tiradas todos los sofás, no se levanta la basura. Entonces qué malo está eso, porque hay que limpiar la ciudad, el grafiti y todo. Hay muchas cosas que hay que trabajar, anuncios de las calles que no los quitan, que se leen las manos, eso es puro fraude que están haciendo para la gente que la roban, que compran carros, venden carros, todo eso. Y yo no sé por qué no están haciendo nada. Ahora, como dijo Ríos, están enfocándose mucho en su apartamento, pero no se enfoca la gente que llega. Hay demasiada gente, ya iba a llegar más gente y fue un error muy grande convertir la calle Pacific y la Main en una línea, ya eran dos líneas, ¿para qué las volvieron a hacer para atrás una línea? Ahora va a salir mucho, va a costar demasiado dinero y muchos errores que están haciendo en la ciudad y hay que componerlos, hay que hacer de nuevo todo que se fluya al tráfico, todo. Ok, gracias.
Thank you.
Good evening again. I'm here to report on a couple of things. We need to work together. We're not working together. We need to put a little bit more effort into the things we need to do. In front of my business, I've noticed some more homeless people again, and they are building these little pads there, and there's no supervision. In front of by Model 6, there is no cleaning at all. The streets are dirty. We need to report this. I don't know who is in charge of this, but we need to report this and we need to take care of this. There's trash accumulated months after months, and no one picks it up. There are mattresses, there are sofas there. There are people in these areas without supervision, and there are people in the apartments there. This project that you developed in making Pacific and Main on only one way, that was a big error, a big mistake. We shouldn't have done that. And we need to supervise this and correct this. Thank you.
Is there anyone else in the audience that's wishing to come up and speak? Since I see no more interest, I will now close session. Excuse me, public speaking.
Madam Mayor?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Just want to, first of all, recognize the elders that are here from Latter-day Saints. Prior to the pandemic, when I was a mayor for many, many years, I've used, I'll tell you right now, probably over a dozen times that they've assisted me with community members here. I would place them on the concert and let them say, share their themselves to our community. And they really did. And there's several of our community members that I know that have become a part of Latter-day Saints. So I want to thank you. The fact that you take 2 years out of your life with no communication with your family and go to a strange place throughout the country, or for that matter, for globally, I admire you because you have been part of what I really sincerely appreciate. And I know a lot of and families from Latter-day Saints that are here in Baldwin Park, and they have been a part of what each and every one of you have done. And it's I just admire you for that. And thank you very much for your volunteering here today. It reminds me of the way it was about 10 years ago when I would call upon them to help me with groceries and stuff like that, and they bring them right up to those residents. So I want to thank you as well. Real quick, I just want to say this weekend, I'm going to be over at Bassett at 10 a.m. I was there 2 weeks ago, met with some of the residents, and I hear what you're saying, and I'm going to continue to enlighten myself as well, because it's an ongoing process as well. So just thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Chief, I just want to request if you can ask our homeless task officer to go check the area by Jack in the Box, over there off of Garvey and that hotel, and the areas that Mr. Abel mentioned, to make sure that these individuals are being offered services, and see what we could do to get the encampments removed, please. Thank you. Nobody else is wanting to come up and speak, correct? So we will go ahead and close the public speaking, and now we will go ahead and move to consent calendar. Is there anyone needing to move an item from consent calendar? No? Since there's,
Mayor,
yes, go ahead.
can we just pull item 4 briefly?
Which item, I'm sorry?
4?
4, of course. Any other item? Okay, since there's no other items being pulled, do I hear a motion to approve items 1 through 13 with the exception of item 4?
I'll move.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
We have a first and a second. Councilmember Ayala,
Yes.
Councilmember Estrada,
Yes.
Councilmember Lozano,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian,
Yes.
Mayor Avila.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. The floor is yours, Mr. Estrada.
Great, thank you, Mayor. Item number 4, I think it's pretty obvious. It's the Habitat for Humanity Presbyterian Church construction site. So I just I know Ms. Forbes is here. I wanted to acknowledge her, and again, just thank the Presbyterian Church for their efforts, and just I think it's really nice to see that the church is doing this, and I'm excited to continue the phase. Like we're all very excited to get there. So it's really nice to see that the final track map is here for approval.
Awesome.
Yes, I want to thank you as well, because without you joining in, this would not be possible. So thank you so much. You are going to make so many people so happy. You're giving them the opportunity they probably would not have had you not been in agreement to work with Habitat. So thank you very much. Thank you.
So if there's no questions or comments, I'll make a motion to approve item number 4.
Second. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Ayala,
Yes.
Councilmember Estrada,
Yes.
Councilmember Lozano,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Damian,
Yes.
Mayor Avila.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. It looks like we are done with our agenda. Did anybody want to add anything, any comments?
Mayor.
I actually, go ahead, man. Go
Okay,
ahead.
let's do in order from left to right. How's that?
Yes. Yes.
I've got a few actually. Well, let's start off with the last one. I'll start with the number 4. When we look into the homelessness, can we also look, I don't know what we can do about the Park Plaza on Main, Manny. We've had issues with them in the past. I know that we'll try to get a hold of them. They'll go clean, but then about a week or 2 later, it's the same thing. CVS and that whole area, it's really, really dirty. It smells. It's really bad. And then the other thing is, I'd just like to thank RCS staff for the amazing summer programs that they had over the summer. I believe they had about 18 or 20 programs. I've heard a lot of great things about from the community in regards to the program. So I want to thank you guys for putting that together. The petting zoo was a lot bigger than what was expected. So great job to staff from the RCS. And then I'd also like to see if we can direct staff to look into putting a signal light or some type of safety measures at the La Rica and Baldwin Park Boulevard. There was just another accident there last week, even though 2 of them. I know that one of them, DUI, had played a factor, but we've had a lot of deaths in that area. So I don't know what we can do. I know that there's times where they say the trees there are kind of interfering with the way the street goes, kind of like in a, I guess, half circle, whatever it is. But if we can get maybe Public Works, PD or some
Instead-
type of team out there to just kind of look at that and see what you guys can come back with us with in regards to putting some type of safety measures there. And then my last one is just if we can get an update from staff regarding the and I know, Okina, you weren't here yet, and Manny, but a few months ago we discussed the ADU plans, the ones that are on the shelf where people can come in and just pick from one of those already preset plans for ADUs. So we can just get an update back on the council where we're at with that. That's all I have. Thank you, Mayor.
Mayor, before I make another comment, I just wanted to ask if we can direct our our legal team and our city staff to revise our sanctuary city policies and look at the sanctuary city policies of other cities. I know that our typically sanctuary city policies have been focused more on SB 54 and aligning themselves with the California Values Act. Some cities have also looked further and tried to mitigate the the unintentional sharing of information, whether it be through a contractor or somebody that we're dealing with that might be also dealing with federal agencies. And so, of course, we want to just be very proactive, especially right now when we have the TRO in place, and really prepare for anything that may be to come. And Mayor, if it is okay, I'd like to adjourn. I know that we're getting ready to adjourn, so I would like to request that we adjourn the meeting in honor of somebody.
Yes.
All right, I'd ask that we adjourn in honor of Vaya Ru Beatrix Casares, who was born on April 20th, 2018. And she brought tons of joy and to her parents, Jen and Carlos. Though she was expected in May, in true Vaya fashion, she chose her own timing, eager to meet the world and her family. She was welcomed with love by her big brother Van and sister Violet, who adored her from day one. Vaya was a radiant, joyful, and deeply thoughtful little girl. She had a gift for making everyone around her feel truly special, offering the most heartfelt hugs and the brightest smiles. Adventurous and free-spirited, she loved to sing and dance to all kinds of music, filling every room she entered with laughter, light, and energy. In her short 7 years, Vaya lived a life full of love, curiosity, and compassion. Her kindness knew no bounds, and even in her passing, she continued to give. As an organ donor, Vaya gave the ultimate gift of life to others, a reflection of the generosity she showed from the time she was small. Vaya is survived by her devoted parents, Jen and Carlos, her beloved siblings, Van and Violet, her grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and her cherished pets, 2 cats and a dog, who were always close by her side. Her spirit will live on forever in the hearts of those who knew her and loved her. And we want to send our condolences to Casares family.
Thank you for that. What a brave little girl. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. 2 things I have. First of all, I also want to close on behalf of Ruben Santiago. This is very recognized family involved throughout Ballpark, both Ballpark High School, and this family, I attended their services earlier. Mr. Senior Santiago was born on June 7th, 1936, passed July 18th, 2025. So our condolences goes out to this awesome family, have contributed immensely. He was involved in various leagues, baseball leagues here in the city as well. Second one I have, Mr. Aquino, if we could look into a policy, and I know something new for us to look at the yards throughout Baldwin Park, because I don't know whether, certain areas throughout the city, we need to somehow work with the community and cleaning up the front yards. It seems like it's gone down the past couple of years, and we need to somehow catch up and remind our residents that, there's an investment in the properties, whether you rent or own, and we need to definitely see something like that. You've probably taken a ride throughout the community, and that seems to be something that we need to look into, and it's urgent for us to be able to place that on the our website about getting people out there and cleaning up. So it's important for us to do that. All right, that's the only thing I have. Thank you.
Ciela?
Thank you. First of all, I just want to also acknowledge Recreation Community Service for all of the wonderful events they've been having, and the wide array of events that they've been having, with the petting zoo, the chalking up event, of course, the talent show for the summer camp was tremendous. Didn't know what to expect without Mike here, but the staff did an exceptional job, taking reins of that. So I really appreciate all of those events, and I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge our 5K 30th year with the inaugural 10K. It was a wonderful event, and there were so many people there, and it was a great event. So I want to thank Recreation Community Service for all of that. They did great. So thank you, Maria. Please extend my acknowledgement. Also, I want to, with council consensus, I mentioned earlier how our senior girls went on to Montana, And I wanted to possibly be able to bring them here to recognize them. This is their third time that they made it to state in senior softball. They were one game shy of making it to the World Series, but they made a great effort. Most of them have played together since T-ball. So this is their actual last year that they'll be playing in softball. So I hope to, in a future meeting, be able to have them here to recognize them, if my council colleagues are okay with that. And last but not least, I just want to wish everybody a good school year as we begin next week. I'll be commencing my 33rd year of teaching here in the Baldwin Park Unified School District, and I'm very excited and I'm looking forward to it. So I just want to wish everybody a great school year in everything that they do, not just the teachers and staff, but of course our littles. And I'm looking forward to a great year. So thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Mayor, may I?
Go ahead.
Hi, good evening. Just want to say again, echo on all my colleagues here. It was such a great event. The 5K, Maria, please, just like our colleagues said here, extend our thank yous and our great appreciation for all the hard work that the staff has put in time out. For the 5K, and of course, for every other event you guys did during Recreation Month in July, you guys did such a wonderful job. Every time I passed by, it was busy. So it was a well put together event every time and time again. The kids I know definitely really enjoyed it. So thank you again. Thanks to our Public Works for putting everything together and helping keeping our city clean as best as they can. I know it's been very difficult and with all the heat that's been coming and going. And of course, thank you to our PD for time in and again being out there and representing us and protecting our community. So thank you again. And happy 25-26 school year. I know we're starting already next Thursday, so mindful out there, everybody, to please pay attention to our crosswalks and respect our crossing guards as they cross our little ones during the school year. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Yes, I want to thank our Parks and Recreation Department. They have been amazing keeping our community busy. And I'm sorry I didn't attend the 5K. I would have beat you this time. But I had about 20 people visiting from Guadalajara, so I could not get away. But I saw the pictures and I saw it was amazing. You're doing an amazing job as always, Maria. So thank you. I want to touch up on if you can bring back, I know we discussed the sidewalks already, and I know you guys already have a plan. So maybe bring us a report so we can present something so the community members know where we're at with the sidewalks. I know it's a process and you already have them marked in orange and ready to go. So we can tend, especially to the ones that we've been getting the emails and reminders, tend to those, please. Also, I had already brought up, and thank you for bringing it up again, about the yards. And we had a change of guard in that department. So what I had requested was that first, everybody will be responsible. I had already requested that we send out flyers, that we send out information of the ordinance of the city. I also want to make sure that any rental properties are especially targeted, because I have noticed that it's mostly rental properties that are having these issues, so that we can contact the property owners and also the apartment owners, because those are the ones putting bulky items out. And we have Waste Management here to vouch for me, because they have the big properties with apartments and they just put all the bulky items. So we can notify those property owners that they should not be doing that. They will be cited. And then find out, get a list of all the rental properties, notify those owners that it is their responsibility to maintain the properties, send them the ordinance, because it's something that I had been working on with previous, but now we have a new guard in line. So if we can follow up with that. And we still have to do the ride along in the city, so that we can get a better view. Like I said, there's a new guard, there's a new mentality, which I appreciate, and I know I'm going to see a lot of changes. And overall, I just want to thank the city, the Baldwin Park PD, Public Works, everybody that gets involved in the city. I know we have people come up and say that things are not looking good, and they're right. They have the right to come up and say, hey, pay attention to this corner or that corner, and I really appreciate that, because there's places that we may miss. So Thank you for coming up. Thank you to the public for coming in here. And if nobody else has anything else to say, I want to wish everybody a great night. Meeting adjourned.
Thank you.